Hello, greetings everyone. Today I will continue the events of episode 1147. Right now, while Vegapunk waits for his coffee to cool down a bit, maybe everyone has had enough time to prepare the transponder snail. He tells Shaq and Punko 4 that he feels a bit shy since this is his first time broadcasting. Now everything is ready, only 30 seconds left before they send a shocking message to the whole world. At this moment, Mars is extremely surprised to discover that Vegapunk's gigantic brain is still alive even after his main body was lost. He wonders if this is Vegapunk's true form and whether his consciousness still exists inside. Now Vegapunk has begun to speak his message. He is a little worried, not knowing if the world will believe in this broadcast. This is also a great burden, but he feels very proud to connect and share this story with everyone. Inside the mansion at Usopp's hometown, the three kids come to find Kaya asking about the transponder snail because they want to see Vegapunk's face. Mary explains that raising such a snail is huge, like having a pet, so they don't have one. Instead they have a sound snail to listen to. Kaya also says that Dr. Vegapunk has made great contributions to the development of medicine, but the kid doesn't believe it. At Egghead, the Navy communicators are still trying to follow because it's about to begin. Over at Frankie's hometown, the Doctor and the Whale are attentively listening to Vegapunk's message, wondering what kind of paint Luffy used that made the flag tattoo never fade. On the future island Baltimore, Vegapunk's hometown, everyone is also ready to listen. The people here feel proud that Vegapunk was born here, while Frankie is their nightmare. Over at the kingdom where the chairman once studied, the islanders are also watching and talking about the raccoon chopper. At Hakinasu in the New World, the pirates who only know how to cause trouble gather to watch the news and start fighting noisily. Each place has different weather, but they all share the same thing, that they want to hear this message. Back at Egghead in the New World, Mars has crushed the transponder snail, yet unexpectedly the message still continues to broadcast. Vegapunk tells the whole world, please listen to me. Mars then realizes this was just a regular relay snail and he has been tricked. In anger, Mars flies out and starts searching for the real transponder snail. Now the entire Egghead is engulfed in flames. Luffy and the two giant captains are still running ahead, chased by the Bulwarkiri. Now Vegapunk asks everyone please pay attention because his message will begin without any further delay. Upon hearing this, everyone around the world becomes excited since they don't know what shocking thing he will reveal. But Mars on the other hand panics as the other elders are yelling his name, asking why the message hasn't stopped. Mars can only apologize and explain that Vegapunk is more cunning than he thought, so he can't determine where the real transponder snail is hidden. But according to York, he knows Vegapunk wants to carry on the torch of the Ohara scholars. In other words, Vegapunk plans to complete what Professor Clover of Ohara started 22 years ago. Over at Sanji's side, suddenly he hears Bonnie-chan's cry for help through her cute girl Haki. I wonder if knowing Bonnie is only 12 years old would make him stop flirting. On the other side, when Nusjuro jumps up swinging his sword, Frankie immediately stands in front to protect Bonnie. Behind him, Sanji sees this and shouts for Frankie to move, because if anyone is going to show off saving Bonnie impressively, it has to be him. Sanji rushes in, kicking away the sword, and delivers a powerful strike to Nusjuro. He declares, don't think being old will make me go easy in a pirate world, all beings are equal. But before he can celebrate, Nusjuro has already transformed his body into a horse form. The old man used his mouth to bite the fourth brother, making Vegapunk fall down below, so Atlas rushed in to catch her master. Frankie wanted to help, but the old man stomped wildly to block him. Right at this moment, Omo and Kashi also arrived, so they ran up to hold Nusjuro tightly to rescue Sanji. Bonnie, seeing the fourth brother being bitten, became furious, transforming her body into a giant and jumped toward the horse old man, intending to deliver a kick. Nusjuro, seeing that, also transformed back into his hybrid form to prepare for battle. He never expected that one day he would be stepped on the head and neck by a brat. At the same time, Vegapunk said that he had committed 2 serious mistakes and would soon be eliminated by the government. Therefore this message would be programmed to be broadcast at the very moment his heart stopped beating. At the Sabedi archipelago and all other places, when hearing this, they could not believe it. Just in the morning they still saw him all over the news, and now he had passed to the other world. The man named Gup, after knowing this, also could not accept it, thinking Vegapunk was an evil old man. Turns out he and his allies had just made a grand plan to take down Vegapunk, but now it was all wasted. Over at the news bird Morgan, he was no less angry because this news was not broadcast by himself. Vegapunk now wanted to clarify one issue and begged everyone not to think that those who eliminated him were demons. He had no intention of talking about right or wrong here because he had no qualification to judge. After all, Vegapunk also did not understand that person enough. Switching scene to Nami's group, Saturn had crawled up to the place. He told everyone to get out of the way because there was not enough time for bugs. At that moment suddenly Robin remembered that voice from years ago. It was one of the 5 elders who ordered the annihilation of Ohara. Saturn, after seeing Robin, also immediately recognized this was the one that the useless red dog had let escape. Hearing that, everyone was curious why this monster knew Robin, but when they knew he was one of the 5 elders, Nami immediately ran up, hugged Robin and shouted to everyone to protect her at all costs. The whole group determined that no matter what happens they absolutely must not let Robin be killed. Above in the lab room, Vegapunk's message still continued while Mars was searching desperately. What he was about to reveal was so unbelievable that anyone hearing it could laugh, but it was the truth. Some people after hearing might think he was a madman or even a fool. Mars at this time, because there were too many brain waves in the laboratory, could not sense where the real snail was. Below, York was pulling her hair, racking her brain trying to figure out where it was hidden because she was afraid her title of Celestial Dragon Star would be stripped. But Saturn said that absolutely must not be done because the Navy battleships and equipment were not the only damages that would be dragged into the explosion. More importantly, they would have to sacrifice the only laboratory capable of successfully creating the flame model. Suddenly at that moment, Vegapunk said he would go straight to the point, that the world was about to sink into the ocean. Hearing this unbelievable thing, the Marines there could only gape their mouths. Others were shocked and could not believe it was true, while the 5 elders were extremely furious because the hidden information had been exposed.